Hey guys, it's Fee, and it is kind of late, and I don't have a lot of daylight, don't have a lot of natural light, so hopefully this video doesn't look too horrible, but I said I was going to jump on here and let you guys know how everything went. Today was the FET. It was at 1:30, and it is currently 6 o'clock. So my intention was to get on here a little earlier, but they were running a little bit behind. And then on top of that, when I did get home, I immediately got on my couch like I said I was going to, and the next thing I knew it was 5:30. So here I am. Here I am. FET went great. We put in 2. When I got there, just like always, they gave me pictures, so I will share that. There's the first one, and there's the second one. And I will say, I know what they are. Was not my intention to know the sex of the embryos when they went in. I did want to know what they all were when they were PGD'd, but I actually really didn't want to know which ones were transferred when. I initially told them, I said, just put the 2 best ones in. And I guess they wrote on the paperwork which ones were going in, and the nurse that took us in and gave us this information and whatnot. So she said, okay, so this is what's going in. And my husband and I looked at each other and were like, well, I guess that's all right. And she was like, oh my God, I'm sorry they put it on the paperwork. I thought that's what you guys requested. And I said, no, that's not. I just requested the 2 best ones to go in, but that's all right. It's not a big deal. She looked like really nervous, like I could like sue her or something over that, but really it wasn't that big of a deal. It did catch me off guard. So I am probably going to sit on that information, at least for 10 days to see how this turns out. Possibly for longer to see how many take, that kind of thing. And also to give me some time. You know what, I really wanted a reveal cake if this ever worked. I'm not sure if that will happen now, considering I know what's in there. I could potentially take one out of Crystal's book, Crystal, with her twin boys, where she did a reveal cake for everybody else. But that would require my husband not saying anything to anybody also, which might be a feat, because when this works, we will say when this works, he will probably be way too excited to be able to contain it. But I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. So, they also gave me a picture of the embryos at home. Alright, that little white orb right there, that little line, that's them. The big black thing is my bladder, so ignore that. Very full bladder during these procedures. But that little linear white orb there, that's them at home getting comfy. So, on the couch for the rest of today and tomorrow. Not going to be moving much. And that's it. We also did do the intralipid infusion today. They actually did it before the transfer. Last time they did it after. This time they did it before the transfer, and it actually was still dripping. It's an IV, so it was still dripping during the transfer. So that was different. It probably doesn't matter either which way at that point, but I thought that was interesting and thought I would mention it. And they were running a little bit behind today too. So, you know, I showed up with a full bladder, and then you're sitting there crossing your legs and tapping your heels and mind over bladder. And then once you get in there, and of course they're doing everything that's involved during an FET, and you're just trying to deal with the full bladder while you're laying on that table. But it wasn't too bad. They were running about a half an hour behind, but that wasn't too bad. It could have been a lot worse. We had a massive blizzardy snowstorm that started Saturday night and continued through the wee hours of this morning, like 4 a.m. on Monday today. So I'm sure the weather had something to do with the fact that they were running behind. And there did seem to be a lot of FETs today. Normally, in the past, I was always scheduled early in the morning, so that was also different. This was in the middle of the day in the afternoon. So, again, I was able to do the acupuncture and the chiropractic adjustment and the hour-and-a-half massage all this morning. We got through the snow, and snow didn't slow us down. We're used to it around here. But we got all of that done as planned, and actually showed up a little bit early at the clinic, on top of the fact that they were running a little bit late. But that is all right. The actual FET, the only other thing I wanted to mention is the doctor was like really happy with what he was seeing in there. And my nurse kept saying that it was a textbook FET. My doctor kept saying that it was, and I think this is essentially what it was saying, that it was a straight shot into the uterus. I don't know if it wasn't in the past. I know that I have had a just slight tip to my uterus in the past. I don't know if it moved and it wasn't tipped this time. I honestly didn't ask, and I kind of wish I would have, just for my own knowledge. But like I said, by that time I was just kind of mind over bladdering. And also sending some prayers up, because that is what I do when I'm laying there. So I didn't ask. But they were happy with what they saw, so I will take that. It sounds great to me. So 10 days. Now we wait 10 days. My pregnancy test is on February 12th, and it is scheduled for early in the morning, though they will probably make me wait all day long like they normally do. Those damn lab tests take forever to get back, especially one like that. It feels like forever when you're waiting for that call. But 10 days, and we get to see if a couple hung on, or even if one hung on. We don't actually get to know that until a couple weeks after that, when they would do an ultrasound. But they're PGD'd. They're supposed to be perfect, right? So in the mind, you kind of think that either they're both going to hang on or they're not. But that's not the way it works. There's way too many other factors in play here, and I'm hoping that they all line up, and at least one of our little golden embryos stays with us for the long haul. So that's it. That's all I've got. I could keep rambling here, but that is all of the facts for today. And I'm going to be on this couch, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So I will probably not be back with a TTC update until February 12th. Now, if I had to guess, I probably will test that morning, like I have done the last couple of times, because I don't see any harm in doing that, other than giving yourself a little peace of mind with waiting for that lab test all day long. But I probably will not test early, just because my personality and testing early does not go well. It would drive me crazy. I've done it in the past. I did it with my very first try, and it was bad. it was bad, because you get into the, did I test too early? Is it really positive? And I'm not sure. Is this a bad test? Is it really not negative? Should I test tomorrow morning? Should I wait 2 days? Should I do it again? Should I use another one? Should I use a different brand? It that's just entirely too dangerous to me. So I'm gonna stay away from that catch-22, because it would drive me insane. It really would. It did the one time I did do it. So I'm going to do my best to sit on my hands and not test until the morning of my blood test. So I may do another live test like I did last time. Not sure. Haven't decided that. Got time. Got time to think about that. But 10 days. 10 days. Then we'll know. All right. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for the prayers, for the thoughts, for the texts. I got all kinds of messages on Facebook today through Instant Messenger, regular texts. You guys are awesome. I appreciate everything. I told someone at work a couple days ago, last week, that I said, at this point, I am not picky. I will accept prayers, positive thoughts, baby dusts, voodoo dolls, spells, sacrifices. I'm not picky, really. I'm not picky. Any form of goodwill is good with us. So thank you for all of the prayers that you guys have sent up there for me. Thank you for everything and anything else. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.